Hey, I'm sitting here with
Chavar Dontae.
the amazing Chavar Dontae, and we ended up at the Nashville Music Awards, and we figured we'd have a quick talk. Now, I was born in Detroit in the Pontiac, Michigan hospital. I'm assuming you were born in Saginaw.
Saginaw, Michigan.
When did you get down to Toledo?
It's a complicated military family story.
Oh,
but about
we love
3.5.
families.
Yeah. About 3.5.
Okay.
Back and forth. But yes.
Well, Toledo is the home of Jeeps. They make a lot of Jeeps in Toledo. The roads are always under construction. And every time I did 75, I would get stuck in a traffic jam in Toledo, right?
Absolutely.
That must have been the story of your life growing up.
Absolutely. As well as legendary pianists, jazz pianists that comes from Toledo. You guys look up the legendary jazz pianist that comes from Toledo, Art Tatum.
Oh man, Art Tatum is the best. Believe it or not, I have Art Tatum in my vinyl collection.
Oh, that's amazing.
So I'm a big fan of jazz music too, and I've not really said anything about jazz on social media before, so this is probably going to be a shocker to folks, but I got Bitches Brew. I got a lot of great classic jazz records, probably Les Fils. Oh man, that Miles Davis record, Les Jeunes, Les Fils, or whatever it is.
Oh, beautiful.
It's a great record, some of the best drumming ever. But so tell me when you started playing music.
I actually started late. Well, actually, let me retract that. I started guitar a little bit later, but my first music experiences was listening to records, listening to the radio, recording the radio on tape, editing the tape, cutting it.
Man,
cutting voices
crazy.
out of it. And being from Michigan, Kraftwerk was an early influence on what became techno. Kraftwerk, a German band that started in the late 60s, early 70s.
Fun on the Autobahn.
Yeah, exactly. And
Right.
Numbers in particular. Numbers in particular was a track that resonated with me. And I thought everyone knew who Kraftwerk was. But that's Detroit radio. They influenced techno. But
Yes.
that was my first real music experience, was listening. And which is the most important thing for me today. But playing music, Casio keyboard, my hands Casio, I would tinker around, but I got my first guitar when I was actually just out of high school and practiced for like 10 hours a day and got a scholarship in music.
That's fantastic. So you told me a little while ago that you just played a show last night in Toledo.
Yes.
And you mentioned to me that where did you play in Toledo?
I played at the Toledo Museum of Art, renowned. I think it was a People's Choice #1 museum in America this year. But we played in the Glass Pavilion, which is a beautiful space.
Wow.
To a captivated crowd, we played 15 songs, all my songs, for an hour straight. It was a beautiful experience.
And how did you end up at this event?
Well, I got invited after submitting amongst thousands of people that submitted via Reverb Nation from Al Bowman. And he gave me a call and invited me. And, I was like, this time of year it's easy to be on the fence. It's busy and all of that. And I was looking at the website and I'm seeing people that were on the board. Yourself, who I have so much respect for, and everything you contributed to our community, and Mike Curb as well. And it's like, you know what? Life is too short. I'm going, because you never know. Real connection matters.
Yeah, you have that right. And in this world of social media and stuff, it's people don't get to connect in person. So I figured that you know, you're a fan of mine, I'm a fan of yours, and here we get to meet, talk a little bit about music. And you mentioned me, you've been spending time out in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So what are you doing out there?
So I finished all my records in LA in Echo Park. And I used to live there full time, but I finished all my records at Portia Street Studios with my buddy Dylan Eli out there. And I just love the vibe. I'm going out there next month to finish writing a couple tunes and finish production and mixing them too. So it's like home away from home, you know.
Wow. And so how long did you live in LA?
Full time for 5 years.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's not the same place that it used to be. I mean, I lived there for almost 30 years.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to be in Tennessee now. You're probably glad to be in Toledo, right?
Yeah. It's like, you know, in Toledo, I have my house, I have my studio downtown, and then I go to Echo Park whenever I want, and for as long as I want, I'm able to finish it, but like without all of the extra expenses I can put into my music, invest into that
there
business.
You go. And if people want to find your music, how do they find you and your music?
At Chavar Dontae, CHAV as in Victor, ARDONTAE. At that, online on every platform, but go to chavardontae.com first. Buy the vinyl. Download from there. We've got vinyl, CDs, t-shirts, hats, hoodies.
Well, all my followers and, you know, fans, they know that I live for vinyl. So I'm going to have to get some of your vinyl and add it to my collection. The fact you mentioned Art Tatum, I didn't know he was from there. So that's interesting to me. And, you know, I was a fan of Coltrane, Miles Davis. I mean, I got a lot of obscure jazz records too. I even have classical records. Like, I just love all kinds of music, and it was a pleasure to meet someone that's creating music and pressing it up on vinyl in 2025 and almost
2026.